Hey, what's going on, y'all? It is ZUDECAST number 118. We are here. We got Izayuh the Dreamer back. Yo, how you doing?
Yo, I'm doing good. How y'all doing?
Doing great, man.
Yes,
You're looking
sir.
snazzy.
Thank you. You know, I'm on my business hype right now. You know, I'm trying to make some power plays, so I had to come dressed for the occasion.
Hell yeah,
you know?
dude.
Yeah,
Blazer? Blazing in the blazer? Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly. See, it was the metaphor. It was intentional.
That's
Hell yeah.
Yeah, people, if you don't smoke
I'm
weed,
sticking
it's a
with that
sport
story.
coat. If you smoke weed, it's a blazer.
Blazing. You know, because I had to represent. You know, I had to
yeah.
represent the.
Hell yeah, man. Well, shit. Let's kick off the plug right off the bat. The Sanctuary there.
Yeah,
What-
shameless plug. The Sanctuary. They sponsor me as a brand ambassador, so
Nice.
you let anybody know. You walk in and you say, "Oh yeah, Izayuh the Dreamer, let us know." You get 25% off. So
Oh, word.
yeah, get in, raise the vibrations, roll with them.
Hell yeah,
Shout
man.
out their delivery service. I know that they've been really pushing that. So
Hell yeah,
big
man.
thing.
How long you been tapped in with them and in like the cannabis industry in general?
shoot, I've been tapped in with them for like. Shout out to Vibes by Tony because I firmly believe it was all because of her. I was at an event and she just took a dope ass picture of me smoking a blunt and posted it. and then literally the next day they were like, "Hey, do you want a sponsorship?" I'm like, "Yes." Who would have thought me smoking weed would get me here?
Yeah,
Hell
man.
yeah.
What a time to be alive,
that
right?
was about 2 years ago almost. So
Hell yeah.
Sweet,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah, shout out to Sanctuary and shout out to Tony too. She's one of our camera switchers too. So it was so
yeah.
funny. Yeah, she
Our,
was-
our
that's what I said.
engineers.
Shout out to.
Yeah.
yeah.
On the ones and twos.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time you folks may have seen us with Izayuh, we were doing the little mini interviews at Freestyle Fridays a while back, where we asked everybody if they pooped their pants.
Yeah.
I think-
and I went back and I rewatched it because I was loaded and I was like cross loaded because I'm freestyling, so I gotta.
Yeah.
I gotta come in loose.
You gotta release your
Y'all
inhibitions,
just
feel the
called me
rain on
over
your
here,
skin.
I'm like, fuck it. I didn't remember none of that interview. I went back and watched it, and I'm like, oh, this was fun. I want to do that again.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, we're just fucking stoked to have you back.
Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's good to be back.
Hell yeah. Yeah, last time we talked
And
to
City
you.
Sound too. Shout out City Sound.
Yes, sir.
I know, our new
Yeah,
studio.
amazing space.
Yeah, it's surreal for that this is our new home, you know.
The
It's
fresh
so-
floors in the joint too now. The epoxy. Josh is celebrating behind the scenes there.
Hell yeah, man.
You can still smell the epoxy. It smells like
I like it.
Smells like success.
I'm not sure if it's the weed getting
It's
me
still
hard. Or the epoxy.
the fumes. Yeah, man, we're on the up and up. I just bit the bullet and bought a new capture card for the stew, so we can be capturing all sorts of footage at the same time. We realize that if people are gonna
movie
pay us
production.
money to utilize this space, that it better be top notch. You get nothing but the most top notch experience. What other fucking studio has an alien, a real life alien in the building? You know
Real
what I'm saying?
life alien.
That's what we're all about. We're standing on business here at CSSB.
SLB.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man. So you're at the Guild Theater too.
Yes, sir. I am the head recording engineer over at the Guild Theater.
Hell
so,
yeah.
Excuse me. I do. I engineer over there. I'm also a producer, so I be making beats for folk too.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool gig. I love it.
How long you been doing that?
I've also been there for about 2 years.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So that was like you started like in the post-COVID or like
Yeah.
in the middle of COVID world,
Yeah. It was definitely right after. So
right when
like,
things started getting back on their feet again.
I had booked a show there with Yelly, and that was tough. That was a tough show. There's a whole bunch of problems about that I'm not allowed to talk about. The behind the scenes, they don't know about it because the show was a success as far as the people who were just attending,
Right.
You know, and the Guild loved it. They were super like just like, wow, like who is this kid? And it was the first show I ever did yeah, they're like how the fuck did you put this on and make it happen and like get these people together and it's like well produced? And I'm like, shit, a lot of elbow grease and stress and being a people person and just rolling with the punches and responding instead of reacting and just going with it. And we set it off. We had a good night. It's legendary. And they were like, "Yo, you need a job?" And I'm like, "Yes." So then they hired me to be the engineer there.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah, I've been doing that. It's been slow because coming into it, there was pretty much like it was almost like I had to kind of come in and rebuild everything from like a branding standpoint, but also just like assets, getting new plugins, and just making sure that the space was where I needed it to be, so that when I have people coming in, I'm letting them leave with a finished product, and they're like, "Oh wow, like you got us right." And I'm like, yeah, because I'm an artist too, so I want to make sure you leave with something.
So, do you guys is it like live shows that are recorded as well, or is it more like private recording sessions?
Yeah, so we have a recording studio upstairs. So,
Nice.
yeah, so full recording studio. So we're working with artists on that aspect. But we do record shows too. So, if you ever get a show at the Guild, you do have to ask. They're not going to just do it.
Right.
But if you ask them, we can record it live, so you can have like a live thing to post up on YouTube or whatever.
Nice.
That's
I
good.
like the trend of venues and places doing that now, or like having that as an option, because it's like pretty much everybody's working with, like, I don't know if what you guys have set up in there, but it's a lot of the like Behringer like X32 stuff, or like is that what it is?
That's exactly what we're running.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. Like it's that shit, or like the Behringer and like the Midas and like all of those they're all kind of this, similar thing where it's like someone could just plug in like a, SD card or whatever, and then like record the whole mix set. It's so sweet. It's like such a valuable asset to offer to artists. It's like it's a whole other thing, man, because like
it's content.
Yeah, like,
and this is the content game right now. Content. You make content off the content.
Yeah, honestly,
it's Inception content.
Yeah, if you're only making content, you're not doing enough. You need to be making content on your content.
You need to be making content on your content.
Bring Exhibit in, pimp my content. Yo, dog, we heard you like content. I'm gonna make some content with your
and
content.
not just any content. You have to make banger content.
Right.
Banger content only.
Yeah, that's what we've come to, that harsh realization here at the ZUDECAST, that we're simply making content, and making content is not cutting it these days. We need some other content makers to help us make content with our content.
Oh
like,
man, someone there was
micro
some rapper or
content.
something who came out and called that out, like how lame it is, because as artists we just want to be artists. Why do I have to do all this other shit?
For real.
That's the game right now.
It really is wild. It's like a whole like kind of like thing where it's like the apparatus is there, but you do have to like navigate it. It's almost in a different way. Like it's easier than ever to get your stuff out for like as a young like an independent artist and stuff, but it's also like just as overwhelming in a different way. I feel like sometimes because you have to do a lot of it yourself. Yeah. But what I was gonna ask though is a lot of theaters are haunted. Is the Guild haunted? Have you ever seen any spooky
I like
shit
to
in
fuck
there?
with people and tell them it is.
Oh yeah,
it's funny. I'll turn off all the lights. They'll be like, "What's happening?" I'm like, or like there's like a little door that I use to like sneak around. I'll like use it to like I'll pop up out of a place and be like, "Nigga, how'd you get there?" I'm like,
some Phantom of the Opera type
I
shit.
know, some Scooby Doo shit.
it
bro.
is
half a
really
mask,
old.
yeah.
It's a very old theater.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives that vibe off sometimes, but I don't think it's haunted.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, haunted by you, except
Yeah, you don't know.
She might be.
you gotta get
I'd be in there all day. So.
What if you could just manifest a place becoming haunted? You know what I mean? Where it's like, if someone just jokes around about a place being haunted, then after a while, like some wayward ghost is gonna find the place and be like, "I heard you guys are looking for some talent."
Vacancy.
Yeah.
I'm here to
Maybe
move
that is
in,
how it
buddy.
works. Yeah. He's like, I actually got murdered like down the street, but like I can move in here too. I've been looking to
I'll be the
move.
ghost.
Yeah, I've just been wandering.
You know what? We do have an open application. I'm calling all ghosts. Friendly ghosts only. Friendly ghosts
Right.
only. Holy
Yeah.
ghosts only.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah, Holy Spirit is welcome. Do you believe in ghosts?
Do I believe in ghosts?
Mhm.
I believe in energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe that you invite energies into a space and that it can create an atmosphere that can feel like there's a ghost. I also think that maybe there's some type of spiritual energy that maybe we pass on and that we leave those types of energies behind. But I don't think it's like a ghost.
Right.
Right.
It's like an
Makes sense.
echo. That's how I've heard it described.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like if you're in a place that's like they're always like, don't go into the abandoned mental hospital. It's like, yeah, a lot of bad shit happened there. It's gonna feel gross. What's the craziest, most haunted feeling place you've been to?
You know what? It's funny because when you brought that up, I don't know why my head went to this, but I went on this work trip to Alex Haley's farm. Alex Haley wrote the book To Roots.
Oh, okay.
And he bought his family's slave plantation and turned it into an apple orchard. And we went on a work trip there to like kind of just just learn about, you know, activism and stuff like that. And you know, we were walking around the farm, and I just remember this feeling that just was like super heavy, because like there's this river right next to the plantation, and I'm like, how many people ran through this river to cover their tracks so dogs couldn't smell them, right? Like stuff like that. And I just could, it was super heavy feeling. But it's beautiful because now it's an apple orchard.
Yeah, that's cool that they turned that around. Did some healing energy.
You definitely feel that too. You feel that healing energy over
right.
But you also feel like the scars underneath it too.
Damn. Right. Yeah, because like, but if you didn't know the history, you might not have that same feeling. If you're just like, wow, what a lovely apple orchard. It's like,
it feels like it.
But yeah, but you could still be like, something's off about this orchard.
Yeah. Definitely like when you're there, you definitely could feel this like why is this here like that? Why is, you know, it just feels
right.
You know, certain aspects to it.
Yeah, man.
Damn. Where was that at again? Like what's
Tennessee?
Tennessee?
Oh, yeah. Tennessee.
That's right. Are you from? I forget. Are you from Sacramento?
Yep. Yeah. Sacramento, born and raised. 916. I grew up in North Highlands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm like third generation. My mom is 65, and she grew up in North Highlands. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we've been planted for a while.
That's what's up. Oh yeah. Sacramento treasure right here, y'all, bro. Freaking gem in the city, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like there's like different kind of ghosts in Sacramento than there are like, dude, because like I was in New Orleans last month too on tour, and like, dude, like there's some places in New Orleans that have some like crazy history. I forget what the haunted house is called out there. It's like that French lady. She was just like, this like where it was like this like really fucked up like super wealthy like French lady, and she like had a bunch of slaves, and she like was like really fucked up. I forget what her it was.
I've heard that.
It's like Madame something fucking
right.
But and like fucking like Nick Cage tried to like buy the house or whatever, and he bought it and like tried to stay there.
Chain him up in the attic or something.
Yeah, do like fucked up experiments and shit, and it's like really bad. Like they don't even let people in the building. Like they've tried to like repurpose it and like have it be like other things, like a business or a house or anything. Nicolas Cage bought it, and then fucking he was like, "Nah, dude." He got the fuck
spirits over here.
Yeah,
It's some vengeful spirits.
Well, and then like in California, I feel like you get like the gold miner ghosts.
Yeah.
It's like a whole different. It's a whole different vibe.
I mean, you know about Dyer's Lane, right?
That dude, I was just thinking about Dyer Lane, dude. Like,
yo, I have so many funny stories about that place.
Oh, really? Okay.
I love going down there. It's so funny.
Because I just like saw some video about it, but apparently it's like pretty well known spot, Dyer Lane. It's like over like off of like if you go like all the way up Watt Avenue, it's just
Sac
like
history.
Yeah. Well, there's like a ton of. I looked it up one time. There's a ton of videos about it. But I don't know exactly like what went on there. I think they're trying to build like some shit. They're trying to build some housing and like shopping complexes over there. We'll see how that goes.
The story I heard two different stories. I heard one story that like there used to be like a coven of witches that used to like do witchcraft over there, and then I guess some people like came through and like murdered them all, and they put a curse on it before they died.
Right.
But I've also heard that like the Klan used to roll through there,
yeah,
and, like hang folk, and then that's also part of that too.
Yeah.
But I every time I go down there, like there's always people there like fucking with people, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Because they think they're gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
Right.
So the people who post up behind the trees.
Right, or
trying
like
to scare folk.
Because I was watching a video about Dyer Lane, and I saw all the comments were like, I went there one time, and there was like some people in a car, like, but they had all the lights turned off, and then they started following me in my car and shit. I was like, you know, someone's they disappeared.
Yeah, yeah, there's people
or whatever. Or
fuck with people.
Apparently there was like a cop that like got shot or something out there a while like back like decades ago, and then like people say they see a ghost of a cop car like where it's like not a modern cop car, it's like the old school like Crown Vic or whatever. But that'd be crazy, dude. Fucking a ghost cop, dude, come on.
This sounds like a movie.
Yeah, Ghost Cop.
It's called Boo Lives Matter.
Oh my. Oh my god.
I'm exiting. That is wild. This is why I came back.
That's my little bit. Hey, make sure to come down to the open mic on Saturday. We'll be running lots of stupid jokes like that. The ZUDECAST open mic.
Yeah, that's gold.
Fucking stupid. That's so. It's just so funny because
we just got canceled by a whole demographic.
That's okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't think we wanted them anyway.
It was just funny that you brought up Dyer Lane because I was thinking about Dyer Lane recently. But I don't know. It's like
Sack history.
So yeah, one of those sack history things where there's like all the like underground shit. I don't even know, dude. One day we'll go out and we were talking about doing that like ghost hunter video. But I don't know.
Is there any other? That's really like the only one I can think of is like Dyer's Lane. I know. You know what? I did hear that the Sac State Amphitheater is haunted.
Really?
Yeah, I did hear that. That's probably the only other ghost thing I can think of in the city.
It's not a ghost thing, but what's the lady? Dorothea Puente?
Oh yeah, Dorothy Puente freaking killed a bunch of people, and she would like rent a room to him back in the day, and then this old
She
dude
like buried him in her backyard.
Yeah,
that
this
shit is crazy.
Yeah. This old dude who came into the dispensary, I don't know if this is true or not, but he used to be like, "Oh yeah, I rented a room from her, and she tried to kill me, like, and I had to like escape from her," and I was like. Yeah, and he's like, he told this story like it was like he was like there still. He was like freaking out, you know, but like getting all into it, you know, like reliving it. But I was like, damn, that's crazy, man.
You're like, here's some weed, dude. I think you need to calm down a little bit.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
So what you been up to since we last saw you? We sort of talked to you in like October, so it's been a minute. What you working on and what you been getting into since then? What's the goals?
Yeah, since October? Dang, it was back in October.
Time flies. It's fuck for real.
Time is fly. Wow. Shoot. I mean, I came into the new year with a lot more focus and energy and just drive. I think it's interestingly enough. I didn't even realize that was in October. That was when my best friend, his name's Alfred Meyer, rest in paradise. He was shot and killed by I don't know if I could give out details because I think the case still kind of happened.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, we don't have to.
But he was shot and killed, and that was around October, and I think it was October 21st.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, no, and I think that because it's bittersweet. Because it pushed me to do that. It pushed me to do that. So that was a healing period for me. You know, that's honestly shout out to Freestyle Fridays because that's why I was there. You know, that's that. You know, when I come up there and and I'm letting that stuff off, that's raw. Like that's where that's coming from. That's coming from that place where it's like, ooh, I got something to say and I'm here to let it out. Like, you know, and I'm around people who are gonna let me be stupid because you know sometimes you freestyle, you might say something dumb.
Yeah. Right.
But you know, it's a comfortable environment for that. So I think that was really a good place to do that. But yeah, after kind of that healing period, I came into the new year with like, cool, like now I'm gonna do something that he can look down on and be like, damn, I'm proud of you because I always knew you could do that. You know, because he was, you know, that was my best friend. You know, he was my strength in a lot of ways. Because growing up, I was always kind of like a weird kid. I didn't really talk a lot. I didn't really like stand on my own power and my own strength. And now I'm in this new space where like I'm never gonna go back to the old version of me. It's impossible because it's a life-changing thing. So now I have to understand how am I gonna navigate this new world that I'm in. And a part of learning to navigate it was realizing like, yeah, I have to step into my own power. I can't just lean back on you know like the day one like that. Like I can't just go like, damn, like let me call you up because I'm going through it. Like now I gotta go through it on my own time. You know, because I'm grown and I don't really got time to find certain ways to do it. So I have to really stand in the coping mechanisms that I've learned as, you know, through my life and use them in a healthy way and heal in a healthy way. And not only do that, but then use that energy to inspire my community, inspire, you know, I teach. So like, you know, to inspire like that type of, you know, to just not repeat the mistakes of the people that grew up where I grew up, you know?
Right.
Yeah. We're going to do something different with it. And, shoot, I feel like, you know, I'm just getting started, but I feel blessed. I feel like I've already made a huge difference, and you know, it's like, cool, we just gonna keep it going. We're gonna see how far we can take it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, man.
So I shout out to him. That's the spirit that pushes me. You know, the one behind the gun lives forever.
Yeah, man.
Or the one in front of the gun lives forever.
Well, that's beautiful stuff, man. I mean, that's like death always gives crazy perspective, you know, and it's like always like a big like shifter. And then this whole year's been so like just insane, like energy wise, you know.
Sheesh, the year of the truth.
Yeah,
it's coming out.
Yeah.
Dude. Honesty is, hey, that's why I've always stressed honesty in my own life, because as painful as it can be, as hurtful as it can be, the truth is how you start to heal. If you living in a false reality, you let wounds fester and scab up and, you know, fucking decay. So that's why you got to be real. You got to know what the issue is so we can start chopping at things. You know?
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah, I don't know, and it's just like I feel like a lot of people in my circle, at least, it's like we're just hitting those like the 30s where it's just like, oh, this is where shit really fucking, this is where the rubber really meets the road, dude. Because it's like, it's like you start, you know, it's like the older you get, it's like the more you like lose people, or people like move on, or like, you know, people get married, people spin out in a crazy path, people, you know, like that's where shit really, where it's like, oh man, you've been an adult for like,
or life just lives, you know. There's random freak things that happen, like stuff will just happen, you'd be like, fuck, what? That like and everything you thought you had planned just changes.
Totally.
You know, but that's a part of like, you know, that's the beauty of life. Life is like, you know, life is like what's the beauty in a flower if it doesn't die to come back? You know what I mean? Like it's in the scarcity of it, you know, and that's the thing. You go with those flows and you make those pivots and those adjustments, and it ends up taking you places you didn't even imagine, you know?
Totally.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah. You said you've been getting into like more like business endeavors and stuff too. Like what are some of the things you've been cooking up?
I mean, mostly the studio. That's been a big thing, is just building that up and trying to get more folk over there. You know, just to, you know, particularly what I've been doing is just kind of trying to curate a space, you know, for artists, by artists, and, you know, just for the community. And, you know, I have like students that come through there. So like they, you know, and I record them for free. So they just come in and they do their thing.
Are they like what kind of like engineering students, or like just
like all everything, like whether they want to be producers, whether they want to be engineers, whether they want to be rappers, whether they want to be songwriters. You know, I got some people in there, they pen is nice. You know, they haven't practiced this part, but they pen is nice.
Right.
You know, performers, you know, all of that, and just a little boot camp.
Hell yeah.
Get them ready, so, you know.
That's what's up, man. Like, well, because you play too, like, yeah. Because I think you were talking about, you play guitar, right?
Yeah, I play guitar, bass.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm learning keys a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. Are you in any like projects right now? Like,
I'm working on 3 albums right now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, kind of. So.
Right.
I mean, y'all are creators.
I know how it goes. Yeah, I know how it goes. Yeah.
Like, you know, you'll work on one thing and then you'll finish it, but then while you're kind of figuring out the release and all that, all of a sudden something else hits you. So then you're like, fuck it, I'll work on that. So you end up just having things just tucked off. But yeah,
I
so
know.
I'm
when you have
finishing
things
up
like
some projects, and I'm working on writing for others and things like that.
Nice. Yeah, it's like sometimes you have shit shelved and you're like, oh yeah, there's like all this other fucking stuff that I recorded like months and months ago that's like basically ready to go. It's just like there's so much, like we were saying, you got to have the content on the content, where it's like you can't just like make the song. It's like now you got to think about album art, you got to think about album art, you got to think about, oh, but is this also going to be released as a single too? You got to have single artwork, you got to have like all the like distribution, all that stuff like figured out, man. It's like there's so much of that goes into it. It's like
I've been going so far as to like, even if I have confidence in a song, I'll be like, cool, let me send this to some dancers, let me send this to some, you know, like micro influencers, macro influencers, and content creators, and have them start thinking of ideas before I even put it out. So then when I put it out, it's like, cool, we're already putting that content behind other content,
right?
You know, but yeah, and that adds to all that time. Plus, also, like I said, I'm a producer and engineer, so then I get stuck on other people's projects too. So then that kind of like stagnates things too.
Right.
Because I'll be sitting here mixing my project, but then I'm mixing this project, and then this person, wants a beat pack out of me, and or, I'm working on a movie right now. Like, not like I'm making the movie, but I'm doing the soundtrack for the movie. So it's like I'm trying to work on that stuff.
Oh, really?
What can you tell us about
Nothing.
that?
Nothing about it. Yeah.
Doing some scores, dude. Doing some OSTs.
Yeah, it's actually one of the funnest projects I've ever done.
Oh, dude,
Like,
that's
I'd love
awesome,
to do
man.
more of that. Yeah, it's super
Dude,
fun.
that's like one of my personal dreams is to like do a score for like a movie or like a video game would be the bee's knees, dude. Dude, video game music is on its own. It's on some different shit where it's like you have to write that shit to be like perfectly loopable or like it's so dynamic. Like like if you play like Red Dead Redemption or something or
I love the sound.
where but you ever like really listen to it how like if you're sneaking around or like people haven't like really figured out what's going on in the situation, the music is like really dialed back and it's just a bass line or like just a little bit, and then like shit really starts popping off and there's like horses and like and then fucking like then you hear like like you hear all those layers
stuff.
So it's like not just the artistic element, it's not just like you're making a baked song that's just like, all right, this is 4 minutes long and it has this part and that part. It's like you're like designing like layers that could be added and subtracted in like a bunch of different ways. Like that shit's crazy to me. Like especially or like when people do like Foley work and like sound work like that, I'm like, it's like they're doing kind of the same thing as like music engineers, but like in a totally different way, dude. You ever see those fucking videos where it's like, how do you make like a car crash sound effect or whatever, and they got like a fucking like a rubber thing. It's like, and then they just like throw a bunch of like sand on the ground or what. It's like, dude, that shit's crazy to me, man.
Banana peel.
Yeah, yeah, no, exactly, dude.
Or I remember the Mortal Kombat one where they would you have like fruit and they're just like
yeah, it just sounds like brains. This is like a watermelon or whatever.
yeah, that's classic.
That shit's awesome, man, dude. Like producing, it's like that's one of the things that I used to be super into. Like before I had like any actual like equipment, I would just like run like a pirated Ableton, and then just be making beats with all the stock sounds and everything. But it's like I haven't been as into it lately. Just been more into like the playing and writing aspects of things. But like, dude, like good production and engineering can make such a world of difference for like live sound and for recordings too. Because there's been like so many things that I've recorded like that I'm like, man, I really fucking don't like how that turned out. And then you send it off to the mix engineer, and then he gets back, and you're like, how the fuck did you make this usable? Like, how did you make this guitar tone not sound like shit? Or like, where it's like,
I'm actually dealing with that problem right now. Before I came over here, I was at the studio working on a mix for something, and the client was like, I hate the guitar on this, and I was just like, click, sent it back to her. She was like, never mind.
Yeah.
Literally like texting me. She was like, never mind, I love it. What did you do? And I'm just like,
don't worry about it.
yeah, it's gonna take a while to explain
Yeah.
it, but I'm gonna cook. Let me cook.
Yeah.
I always tell people that too. They'll be like,
Right.
oh, this sounds like ass. I'll be like, let me cook. Hold up.
Yeah, no, it really is. That really is a thing. Like, but that's like if you can get something sounding dope before the mix even begins. I mean, that's what it's all about, really.
True.
But like, man, it's crazy how much magic that like mix engineers and producers and mastering people can really like add so much sauce to a song that wasn't
Especially
there
with
before.
the technology coming out these days.
Yeah.
Like it's especially like AI and stuff. And
Yeah.
like, things like Melodyne and like, what is that? Neutron and stuff like that, or Nectar. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's sheesh. They getting really crazy with it.
To be able to like pull out, you're like, I want just the drums from this sample or whatever, and you can really do that now.
Yeah.
Like it used to be like you could kind of hack it together, or like you could find like an acapella of the song and then like find the instrumental of the song and then do like phase cancel out like the vocals or phase cancel or whatever. It's like, but now it's just like you just click a fucking button and it's like, all right, I found just the bass line or whatever. Or you can make, I mean, people are making all sorts of fucking shit now, dude. BBL Drizzy and fucking whatever, like all these like AI songs. I don't know. What do you think about just AI in general, or like how it's starting out now that it's really hitting the mainstream?
Starting to hit a stride here too.
It'll never replicate real art.
No.
So I think settling into it as a tool to help make art more accessible, it's a kind of bittersweet thing. Like, because for me, I genuinely believe that creativity is a natural part of like the human experience, and we all have that in us. I think we're all artists, and it's just about whether or not that fire gets stamped out by society or not, especially in a society that like doesn't really value art. It values commodities, and finding ways to turn art into a commodity. And that's what they're doing with AI. They're figuring out how do we have art replace the artist,
right?
You know? And I definitely think we have to be wary of that. We don't want them to do that, because if they can, they will. It'll suck. It'll never replicate real art. It just won't. But they'll still run with it, because it's not like they needed real art to begin with. They just need something to keep people pacified,
like a placeholder.
Yeah. Well, so it's definitely scary. But I also like the idea of like opening the doors for people. Like I think LimeWire was doing a thing. LimeWire's back.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Did they have AI Linkin Park MP3s I can download and get a virus
That's what
from?
they're kind of getting into. I don't know how much that's rolled out, but I remember reading that LimeWire was coming back with like this feature where people could basically tell an AI thing like, this is the type of beat I want, and then it'll make the beat for you.
Right.
So then it's like, I think that's kind of cool, because then it's like, if you have an idea and you want something to just kind of, so you can start writing to it, I like that, especially for people who maybe just want to dip their toes into it a little bit. I think that's cool.
What's
help nurture that out of people. But
what's crazy is, as like a file sharing service, like such an OG one, like it already kind of has like what's it called, like the input to be doing AI shit, because think about it, everybody uploaded every fucking song known to man to it. And so now if they're somewhat still around, or someone found the old servers or something and they're revamping it to use AI stuff, like it's already like primed for that almost.
Well, not necessarily with LimeWire, because LimeWire is torrents, which is like peer to peer. So it's like that's the whole thing with LimeWire and how they got away, like how like LimeWire and Pirate Bay got away, because it's like it's not like they're not like Google where they're like collecting every little bit of fucking. I don't know how fucking LimeWire works exactly, especially these days as a company. I'm like, this is news to me that LimeWire is still a thing, to be honest. But like that's the whole thing where it's like, nah, man. LimeWire doesn't have the files. They don't have any of this shit, but it's like I have like 1 kilobyte of this fucking Eminem song, and then you have like the other fucking kilobyte of, like, where it's just like together we all like collectively have all this like stolen music or whatever. But like
they can't catch us
but it's
all.
like they can't catch us all, and then it's like whatever, they just keep changing like the extension on like the URL or whatever, just changing which country. They're like, all right, we're in Sweden now or whatever. They're chill for the time being, but it's like that shit's crazy. But what was I gonna say about the AI, dude? The fucking it's crazy, because it's like, oh man, the AI is like, stealing artists' jobs or whatever, but I'm like, the main people that are using the AI to do the AI art is other artists too, where it's like musicians. It's like you'll pay a guy to do a poster, and the guy doing the poster is just using AI and then like sprucing it up a little bit or whatever. But it's like, but like you said, they don't a lot of the time you don't really need real art like for every purpose. When you're just doing a fucking hamburger ad or whatever, it could just be like, it doesn't have to actually be like the Black Keys or whatever on a Ford commercial. It could just be like, make me the Black Keys type beat that sounds like it goes on a Home Depot thing or whatever, like it's like art is so commoditized anyways and so commercialized that it's like we don't really need like a genuine, like don't put your heart and soul into this. We just need a fucking like I don't know. I was watching
functionality.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was watching HBO, right? And they have the ads are like so targeted. They're like, did you know there's a new Nordstrom rack opening in Elk Grove? And I'm like, I was just driving by there. Shut up. Like, and then I'm just like,
that stuff is scary too.
And then you go. But then the song on the ad just sounds like a knockoff of another song, but without the lyrics. You're like, this kind of sounds like My House. The fucking, I forget how the song actually goes, but I was like, this is just the beat from this song, like, just repurposed for a Nordstrom rack commercial. Dude, the AI shit has gone way too far though, because also on TV. Did I already talk about this on the pod? What? About how I was watching Terminator 2? Did I tell you about this? No. Okay, I was on mushrooms and I was watching Terminator 2. And then like I was watching it. It was at an Airbnb, right? But I brought my PlayStation. This is when I was on tour. Mm-hmm. I brought my PlayStation, my PS3, my old as fuck, like huffing and puffing PS3, and we put on Terminator 2 on Blu-ray. And then the TV like we paused the movie at one point, and then it was like, we noticed that you're watching Terminator 2. Would you like to watch that on like other Roku streaming service? I'm like, they could just like sense through the cable of your PlayStation. They're like, we know what you're watching. And it's fucked up because it kind of fucked me up a little bit because it was Terminator 2.
That is wild.
And I was like,
and it's Terminator, and
it's just, I was like, the Skynet.
You're stringing all of this together.
The Skynet has the TV, dude. Fuck, like the T-1000's about to like come out of the TV, like turn into fucking liquid metal. And I was like, here we are, dude. We finally hit the singularity of AI, man. It's fucking crazy. But when you have the AI generated art that's just supposed to be a background thing, like, you know, you could look at a poster on the wall, you're like, oh, this band's playing. Okay, neat. And you keep walking. But then if you really look closely at it, you're like, this guy has 6 fingers. And like, either you could like, you see all the like weird artifacts and shit, but it's like, it doesn't really matter.
They'll clean up. They're going to get it right.
Right. It's so close.
Yeah.
And then it's like, we're having the AI do all the fucking fun shit. We're having the AI fucking make posters and make music and do all this shit. And it's like, you can't like fucking box up shit at Amazon. You can't like get one of the fucking Tesla bots to do that. The robot, the Boston Dynamics dogs can't do that shit. We still have to do all that shit.
Yeah, but I think what it does do too, though, is it ends up creating a better environment for live music. Because they're very far from that, right? We're very far away from a robot coming up and just playing a dope intimate show in front of hundreds of people.
yeah.
That's not happening anytime soon.
That's true.
And I think all this AI stuff does. It's like, cool, you have this music that's passive and and can just sit in that realm, but all it's gonna do is ostracize the people who want that real art, and it's gonna create a market for that. For those people who want that even more now. So, you know. Yeah. You know, especially like you look in like Europe, South Africa, and like Jamaica. I'm Jamaican. So
okay.
Like, you know, like over there, like I could never see AI music really taken over there because the environment is so much about like just people coming together and vibing together in an actual space with that live music feeling, you know, where you're feeling those pulses through your body. Like, you can't, AI can't replicate.
You can't, live music.
AI can't do all that crazy twerking and gyrating.
Ever be able to do
that's how I try to
a person for that.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese tried.
Yeah, awfully.
Yeah, dude. Fucking,
it's creepy. Actually,
maybe I chose the right career path then of doing live music because I'm like, you can't really take that shit away. Like when I was in New Orleans, like that whole. I mean, it was like during a big festival, you know, the whole town was popping, but like you couldn't do that with AI. Like the entire reason, or one of the main reasons that people go is for the live music. Like you couldn't just have robots fucking do that shit. It's like, because you could hear like 4 different bands play the same cover of like the same song, and they're all like throwing their own unique spin on it, where it's like the drummer like totally flips the beat around and the singer's doing all these crazy runs and stuff, and you're like, but it's like you couldn't ask a computer to do that. They're getting fucking close though. The computers are getting there.
Yeah. I was gonna say though, have you been to Jamaica like a few times, or how many times have you been there? A lot, yeah. You guys you go like pretty often, or do you have family out there?
I didn't go during the pandemic because travel was pretty and it was pretty bad there. And then you know, there's a lot of political unrest that comes through.
Yeah.
So then I try to kind of avoid that too. If it's like particularly bad, I'll just stay back. But I went a lot when I was younger, and then you know every couple years I probably go and visit. Yeah, I'm meaning to go back soon again too. It's beautiful. It's lovely place.
Yeah,
nice.
You got any interesting stories from heading out there? Any wild shit you seen?
Yeah, Jamaica's it's an interesting place. It's a fun place. What, the first time I smuggled weed out there?
Hey.
Sorry, mama.
Wait, you smuggled weed in or out?
I brought it in.
Oh,
wow. They wanted, you know, my brother was like,
that's like bringing
Cali with you, and I'm like, you know, I did, brother.
Bro's bringing sand to the beach.
Yeah, I remember. just being in this space. I remember us just having this conversation because I'm like, dang, like I'm dry. He's like, I got this. And I remember just kind of being like, we always talk about how we want the Jamaican weed. And I'm like, it's like, nah, because our stuff is super natural. And it's like,
right.
Y'all, like your Cali weed, that's the stuff. Like, and that was when I really realized like California weed is like everywhere. like it's globally known to be the top shit.
Yeah,
it's true. We're spoiled out here. Yeah.
Where we at.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, fuck, we got the best scientists on the job out here, bro. Like they're literally
they're doing crazy stuff, man.
Dude, because I mean, if you go and look at the High Times magazines from like the 70s, they're like, check this shit out, man, and it's like fucking, it just looks like straight fucking alfalfa, dude. Yeah. Let me look up the
pull
fucking
up some classic High Times weeds, yeah.
Dude, 70s weed. Where they're like, there's the one meme where it's like, what? It's like Bob Marley smoking the Dookie pack. Like, it's like you think, like, because you think of like classic stoner icons. You're like, oh, they're probably smoking such fucking good weed. And it's like, dude, back then it's like they didn't have science on their side at all. It was just all natural weed. Now all the California weed's like fucking GMO shit.
It basically is. They're doing like farm level, like GMO level stuff. Like
let's pull up the
plants from cell culture. Like they'll take plants like marijuana cell cultures and grow from that in like a petri dish. It's wild.
What?
And it's because it's completely clean. You don't have to deal with any type of you don't have to use pesticides. So actually, it's supposed to be in concept's supposed to be better for you, right? Because they're not using a bunch of chemicals on it. Because they don't have to.
If it's not, just like the cartel making it or whatever, they're not just like spraying shit all over it, spraying Roundup all over it.
Yeah.
Do you think we could ever train AI to grow weed?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think we can make AI clip weed.
Oh yeah,
like be trimmers, dude.
Put the freaking Tesla bot to work.
With the Tesla bot.
Pull up these Dookie packs.
This is the High Times top strain of 1977.
Wait, what?
Oh shit! Oh, mature content, dude. Hold on.
We're not old enough.
Yeah, these are the top strains. The top strains of fucking. Hello. But you can tell even from a pixelated picture. You're like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, it looks like grass.
Oh, look.
That's pretty tough,
dude. Yes, I'm over 18.
There we go.
Yeah, dude. We got the
Looks
Guerrero
like
Gold. We got Ty. Yeah.
What is that?
No, for real.
Brother.
What is that? Brother?
We've come a long way, dude.
Yeah, we really have,
Because like Louis Armstrong would just smoke like a pound of weed a day. He would just smoke like cigars and cigars all day, and he probably just wasn't even that high.
That's why he had to smoke the fatties back then too. Well, then again too, like
that's why they're all so good at trumpet. Like, because you just have a bunch of guys like I'm trying to get high, but I can't. I guess I'll practice. There's no Xbox. There's no Xbox. There's no Netflix. I guess I just have to like do scales.
Fuck. Wow. Effort.
That's a lot funny. Fuck.
It's crazy. Can you imagine like if John Coltrane just like got really good at Fortnite instead? That'd be fucked.
Be a tragedy. Hey, how do you feel about
I don't know where I'm going.
You're good. I wanted to bring this up because how do you feel about Tesla trucks? Are you team
about the Cybertruck?
Yeah, the Cybertruck.
Fuck Elon.
Fuck Elon. But what about the truck itself? The truck itself.
Okay, isolate all of that behind it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
Hey,
it's kind of.
It looks cool.
I kind of feel the same way where it's like. Well, I don't know. It's having all the. I mean, whatever. Regular cars have fucking recalls all the time. Part of me, I'm like, at least someone's trying to make a truck that looks like a PS1 game. Like I fucks with that. This is the N64 truck.
Yeah, that's why I like it too.
I like that it. I like that it stands out.
From Halo.
That's what everybody's like. It looks like it's from Halo, and it's like, and that's a bad thing. Like, come on, let's
go.
Right.
It's a great thing. I want it.
I think his main problem was like,
it
needs to have the. Like, I think if the back was popped off, like a truck, it would be fine. I think everybody would be way more on board. Like, like if it had the truck bed like exposed, like because it doesn't feel like a truck. It just feels like a big car.
It is not. It's not a utility vehicle.
Right. Pull up Yeezy's
oh my
his
God,
special
dude.
version, bro. He made his own, bro, to counter he got his own modifications, so he has his own Yeezy mobile. That's a variation of a Tesla truck. Yeah. It's pretty hard, bro. And also, we'll get to it, but there's another celebrity. Yeah, pull this shit up, Josh. Yeah.
You're capping.
That's crazy. Let me find
you gotta find the video.
I found a better video.
Yeah, there you go.
Only
Look at the
3
video.
made in the U.S., dude.
Wait, turn that song off. We don't get copyright striked. Yeah. Apparently, that's his.
That thing is insane.
That's his grand design. Someone said they were like, "Yo, hold on, play it again one more time, or just hit pause on it so we could look at it." Unironically, someone said that would make a great PS6 design, and I agree.
Yo, that's true.
Yeah.
Dude, play GTA 7 on that. Well, then someone else also had a Cybertruck.
Oh yeah. Pull up another
Dude,
controversial
the
icon that had his own
Cybertruck.
Cybertruck variation too. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Rich people are wild.
Well, bro, I've been seeing more and more of them around town. I've been seeing
Really? I haven't seen one yet.
all over the place. Yeah, I'm trying. No, because I keep on taking videos and I'm like, wow, so beautiful, so majestic. And people think I'm serious. I'm like, bro, like, come on, like.
I'm gonna get a purple one.
Check,
Dude.
dude. Oh, dude, that's what I'm saying. They need more colors. They need I want one to have like a airbrush kind of like spray on the side. You know what I'm saying? We need to just stigmatize having a Cybertruck. All right, it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you're a rich asshole.
And now it kind of does.
Yeah.
It kind of does.
It doesn't always mean
Do you know
that.
how much a Cybertruck is?
How much?
I think they're like $200K, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you are. a
You
rich
could
asshole.
buy like 20 Toyota Tacomas for that and drive them into the dirt.
Speaking
at
of
the same time.
speaking of rich asshole, Josh, go ahead and pull this up here, bro. Hit play.
Oh, the asshole-iest.
This is a live show.
dude, I don't even know.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey, I'm here for it, though. I'm here for countrifying the Cybertruck, because that's
Right.
wild.
I know.
Look, see, and he had the back popped off. You see me? There we
Yeah.
go. He's actually using
Yeah,
it
you
like
can
a
take it
truck.
off.
dude.
Yeah, you can take it
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
There we go. But look, I'm not it's a little bit rough that it's the Dukes of Hazzard, but more people need to start customizing
Yeah.
their Cybertruck.
Well,
you know?
they took off that other part of the Dukes of Hazzard car, so
I'm glad he omitted that
I guess we're
design
moving
element
on a
from
little
it.
bit. And he has a Bud Light again in his hand, probably.
Dude, oh my
I
god!
think
I saw,
nature's healing.
I saw his video. They were like, "So what? Why are you wearing that hat, Kid Rock? If you just recently went on your whole tirade against Bud Light, and he's on the news, and he's just like, well, this is a cool hat, man. I mean, what do you want me to say?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah, Kid Rock. Sometimes I'm like, I think this guy might not be 100% above board, dude. I think he might be a little off his rocker, dude.
yeah, he kind of
Kid Rock.
Yeah, I don't know,
Dude,
icon, legend.
Ba with the ba.
the bang, the bang, diggy diggy.
I don't know why, but like, I was just listening to like a new metal playlist while I was that's where I see all the Cybertrucks when I'm out door dashing, dude. I'm dropping off fucking door dashes and just like listening to fucking new metal playlist where it's like, dude, some of that shit is aged so poorly. Like, it was kind of bad like at the time, but like they really tried to just like have like a bunch of white dudes rapping like over like vaguely metal-ish beats. So it was like there was like a couple of them pulled it off, dude. LimeWire classics,
Yeah,
fucking Linkin Park kind of pulled it off. System of a Down pulled it off, sort of. But like, dude,
Limp Bizkit pulled it off, bro.
I don't know. I put Limp Bizkit more in the Kid Rock camp. I don't know. I don't know how deep your new metal knowledge goes. But I feel like we're all exposed to it at least.
Yeah.
It's not too deep, but I'm definitely been exposed to it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge System of a Down fan.
System of a Down does rule.
Yeah.
That shit. I mean, they're like very like you listen to them again as an adult and you're like, oh damn, these songs are all about some real shit.
Honestly, I kind of got it even when back then. I think that's what made it so good because it does tap into this universal feeling that I think it just makes you just want to like, yeah, this is objectively bad shit going on in the world. And
well, for how
they stood against it,
for how mainstream they were at the time, at the time too. Like, I don't think you'll ever see something that overtly political again. Like, I think they're even more so than Rage Against the Machine because like their stuff is their music's so like bizarre too. Like, it is like, cause it gets metal, but it goes all over the place and shit too. And for their stuff to be so like directly edgy during a time that was so like politically contentious as well.
Dude,
I don't even really think there's anything right now that's
the album Toxicity came out like 1 week before 9/11 too, where it's just like, whoa. It was like because it was just right in the middle of all that shit that was going down, dude. That shit's crazy. Or then, bro, I don't know, like I haven't heard like that many details about it, but the president of Iran, dude, you hear about that?
Yeah.
His helicopter got shot down. That shit's crazy, dude. I'm like, what the I like that's about the extent of my knowledge on that, but I'm like, I get that's gonna be like one of those things where it's just forever like nobody knows what happened to that helicopter. I think it was just it was an accident. Accidents happen at very opportune times, and that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's what a time.
These accidents happen.
Yeah. Helicopter crash is never suspicious either.
Yeah, man.
Hey, can we pull up?
Yeah.
Can we pull up that other the portrait too that came up of King Charles or whatever,
yeah,
bro?
yeah.
This shit. Have you seen this shit yet,
that
bro?
Shit is so fucking scary.
What is up with this shit, dude?
Dude, they're always like just.
It's hitting me now.
It looks like it was made by AI, honestly.
Bro, they're always fucking like, here, pull this shit up.
This is the blood of the fallen victim. Like, what the fuck?
This is the blood.
What the hell, dude?
This is the blood of all the colonies that we
Yeah.
Like, what an overtly like it's a very visceral piece. Here, zoom in on it.
Especially like all the allegations going on right now. This is not the time for something so diabolical looking.
Well, and it's like too, like all of the shit with occultism in general, and I know everybody's all like, oh no, it like doesn't mean anything, you're reading too much into stuff, but like symbolism and imagery is like the language they use to communicate like their intention. There's a whole thing where they're like, people in power, if they don't tell you what they're doing, like it creates like karmic debt, so that like in order to spiritually balance themselves, they'll do fucked up things and then like sneak the subliminal messaging into you that they're doing that kind of stuff. And I don't know, it's just like crazy for the King of England to be like, yes, my first fucking portrait as the king, and it's just splattered with red paint. Like dude, look at that thing. Pull it back up one more time though. Just chunked. Look how chunked it is on there, dude. I was gonna almost say a bit about my art expertise, but yeah, no, you got to chunk that paint on there to get it like that.
And then I was thinking, because I honestly forgot for half a second. I was like, wait, is King Charles still alive? And I was like, yes, he is.
How much input did he have for this?
That's right.
Like what if the subliminal messaging in it is actually something anti King Charles? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if the artist he commissioned to do this was just like, oh, you want me to do this for you? I got you. I'm gonna do such a great piece. And he just bullshitted him. Like, he just told him like, oh yeah, the red stands for power and strength, but in reality he's like, nah, I want all these people to know how evil and stupid you are.
Yeah,
I would do that. Yeah. If Donald Trump asked me to do a song for him, best believe I'm talking shit.
I need a fire beat from you right now.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
It's gonna. You remember when the whole thing with Kanye dropping the poopity scoop that was a troll to Drake, because Drake is like, oh, I want a feature from you. He's like, I got you. Listen to this.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Right. Just a sabotage.
You commissioned my piece. Oh wow, lovely.
Yeah,
some bullshit,
dude. Yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. I wonder who does it say who did? Oh, artist Jonathan Yu.
Because I doubt King Charles is sitting there like, oh, this is what I want you to do. He's not fucking paying attention.
He's like, give me the Palpatine. Shit. Yeah.
Give me the fucking Palpatine, bro.
Give me the fucking Count Dooku looking shit.
I want to summon the Lord of Blood through my fucking
He was probably as surprised as the rest of us when that curtain came up.
That shit's
but he's
crazy.
Gonna play it off.
Yeah, I know. They're all like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But yeah, that shit's crazy. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know, again, I haven't. You know, we've been trying to like, you know, start to pay back, like riff off of stories again too. But like, there's so much going on in the world. It's like, fuck, dude, it's super overwhelming. One of the funniest things to me though is there was that portal from between New York and Dublin that just got shut down. Did you hear about that? So it was like a camera. It was like a big giant camera, like basically a big Zoom call in the middle of New York, and then the other side was on Dublin. And just immediately everybody starts fucking being out of control. Like fucking like some chick like showed her tatas, and like this other dude on the other side like put 9/11 footage on there, and like they just had to shut the whole thing down because like people were just fucking with each other over the camera from across the world.
Wow,
that's crazy, dude.
I didn't know about that.
Just yeah. I know. I was like, there's only a matter. What was it, like maybe 48 hours, dude?
Yeah,
that's what it seems like.
Yeah. It lasted like a week.
Like, well, or I'll pull up like a photo of it, because like,
yeah, you could probably pull up a little video or whatever of it. But
Yeah, that show was crazy.
Yo, I love the production value.
Oh, reopens, dude. Wait, it reopened,
dude.
dude.
You appreciate it. Oh yeah, look, so Dublin portal reopens after.
We got photos.
After questionable behavior last week.
Yeah, it was actually an OnlyFans chick too. She flashed her tatas, and everybody's like, "That's illegal, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's illegal." And so they shut it down for like a week.
Yeah, here's like the actual portal.
Yeah, so yeah, it's like a camera though. Look, see, they got it fenced off, so you can't put freaking.
Because like people would just like stand on someone's shoulders and like put their hand up or put like their phone up to the actual lens of the camera and then just like show shit on their phone or whatever. It would be like, I forget. Yeah, but there was like the one guy just like showing like 9/11 footage from Dublin, whatever. Like, I don't know. And then it's like, fuck. What do people from New York pull up on their phone to make fun of people from Dublin? I don't know.
Oh, I don't even know.
I like don't know enough about Ireland to like even
have a diss diss on deck.
Maybe that's a diss within itself.
If you guys could make one of these portals though with any two places in the world, where would you put the portal?
I think I put the portal in like, oh, shoot. You know what? I guess from my house to Jamaica. I don't know. That'd be
Hey, there you go.
So I can constantly like joke with my siblings or something.
I feel like a California Jamaica one would be freaking out of control. It'd be like a nonstop party around the thing. Yeah,
put it on the beach.
You got to put like a speaker system too, so you can like slap the slabs both ways. That'd be hard. Shit, I'm trying to think too. Yeah, you got one.
That'd be crazy, dude. If it was just from like a fucking like whatever, like a senator's bedroom to like Skid Row, I guess. You're like, hey, remember this shit? Here's a personal Zoom call to what you've done. Here it is.
Yeah,
he just wakes up.
Check what's going out at 3 a.m. Yeah, it's just smeared, dude.
Human feces.
You gotta do like one. Yeah, it's definitely got to be like one bougie place to one like incredibly destitute, poverty-ridden place.
From Martha's Vineyard to like fucking Baltimore. I don't know, dude. Yeah, just like the middle of Detroit, dude.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy.
I would want to put it in Gangnam, Korea, bro. Like where they do
Gangnam
style, bro. Put one over there, and then let's say the other one. I'm trying
to put it in Koreatown.
Put it in the middle.
LA.
Put it in the middle of a Buc-ee's, bro. Fuck it. So one in Korea, one in Buc-ee's. There we go.
A Buc-ee's portal would be sweet, dude.
Buc-ee's portal would rule. Yeah.
Yeah. Just people just fucking passing out, eating too many beaver nuggets. Shout out Buc-ee's, dude.
Hell yeah, man.
That's the main reason that I wish to return to Texas is just for Buc-ee's, dude. It's the best. It's the best gas station food.
Like Suckies, bro.
Oh man, if they had that in Texas, all right. Well, that's good. They brought it back up, and it's
we'll see how long it lasts again.
Yeah. Well, because you just have to put the lens far enough away that people can't
put their fucking phone in front of it.
Oh yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's just like humans to find a way to take something cool and make memes.
Just ruin it immediately.
Just memes immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tough, man. It's tough.
I love it though. It's funny.
Maybe you could get AI to censor stuff. Like if somebody pulls out their schlong or something, AI is like, oh, that's a dick. There's no, I don't know.
No schlong.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. AI censoring.
Schlong technique.
Yeah. That's what the AI has to be used for. What if the AI that has to be used to censor schlongs becomes sentient and it's like, this is my fucking existence right now. Like this is my whole reason to fucking be here, dude. I'm about to fucking, I don't even know, dude.
I know. He's like, oh, you want me to get rid of all the schlongs? I will. Dude. I will then. And then we have a AI machine going on a rampage. Doing horrible things.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. But let me see. What time is it? Real quick.
It's about 9 o'clock.
About
right
9
now,
o'clock. How we doing, guys? What's popping? What's
not good, man? We didn't eat nothing before the podcast.
Yeah.
On a very empty stomach right now.
We're eating this vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
We're surviving off air.
Hell yeah, man.
When did you start getting into music?
When did I start getting into music? My whole life. I've been doing music my whole life.
You have music family?
Yeah, so
Nice.
my pops makes music actually.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so he's an artist, and then my mom is she's a promoter, like a booking art, like so she's
okay.
promoted music like my whole life. So we'd always go to like festivals and stuff when I was a kid, and see all these reggae superstars doing flips and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, just like crazy stuff, like crazy stuff. So I think that just kind of rubbed off on me. I would always have people come up to me and be like, "You're gonna do this one day, huh?" And I'm like, there was a part of me that fought it actually, because I'm like, nah, like you're not finna tell me what to do. The fuck,
Right?
I'm finna do what I want to do. But hey, the bug bit me. Something just beautiful about creating, just like not even just music, just creating in general. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's beautiful.
That's awesome to have like such good young experiences with music. Like, I don't know, it's like, how could you not want to do it after you know, if you go to like a bunch of music festivals as a kid, dude, like going to music festivals as an adult is awesome, but it's like as a kid where you're just like, damn, I don't have bills, I don't have anything, like I'm just like 100% in the vibe. Like that's probably the most in the vibe that you could be as a human being, just being a kid at a festival. You're just like just on some shoulders.
I know I've told this a few times, but my first time ever getting high was at Secondhand when I was a kid at Parliament concert, and it was boxed out in there. And so I don't know, I got best of both worlds there. But hell yeah, man, dude. I was gonna ask too, real quick. You know, your name's Izayuh the Dreamer. Do you ever be having lucid dreams or any trippy dreams?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Any crazy ones come to mind?
I got a good one. I had this dream once of like I was standing in this store, and it was like the longest line ever, and the store is like unusually long, and I'm just like, fuck, I gotta get this stuff, and it's hot, super hot. Everybody's like fucking hot, and we're just like, fuck, we're in this long ass line, and there's just like this energy of like everybody's just fucking drained because this line is so fucking long.
Like a giant Walmart type of vibe.
And then I get up to the end of the line, and then this guy turns around and he goes, how crazy would it be if you waited all this time to get to the end and you died right now? And I was like, that'd be fucked. And that's not what I said, but that's the feeling. I'm like, what? That would fucking suck, right? Like to be in this line all this time and get to the end and it just gets taken away. And it's like all that struggle, all that, you know? And it's like, I'm finally here and it's just over. And he turns around and he points a gun at me. And he says, you have a choice. You could take it and you can come with me, or I could pull it right now. Right? And so
crazy. In
this dream, I'm like, nigga, fuck that. And I fucking smacked it out of his hand and I beat bruh ass. and then I called all the homies. I'm like, hey, bro, there's a weird dude at the store. We got to go stomp him out. And then I woke up.
That's crazy.
That's real,
dude.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like an
I
evil.
always wait in my dreams.
Like an evil Lawrence Fishburne. Like he's about to, like he's like trying to like do some Matrix shit, but he's actually just like kidnapping you low key. Like
I have theories. About
was this when
that,
you're an adult, or is this like a kid?
Yeah, this is recent.
Yeah, recent dream, dude. Hell yeah,
Dude,
that's crazy.
I noticed too. I feel like
metaphor, man.
I feel like you can tell when you're starting to be like more conscious in your dream when you can beat somebody's ass in your dream. Because when like for
That's
a long
true.
time when I was like trying to dream, like you're like you can't. But like these days in my dream, I'm like motherfucking like I'm fucking.
bitch.
This is welcome to my domain, bro. Like
domain expansion.
yeah, no, that's real though, bro.
That's it. I feel like I have some dreams where they're not fully lucid dreams, but they're like partially where
I feel like
at some point
I have
I'm
a
like,
lot. I have a lot where
this
like
doesn't make any fucking sense.
yeah, I have a lot where like I'm in control, but I don't like know I'm like not in a dream. You know what I mean? Or like type of shit. Like
where it's like you're almost
playing a different character, almost type of shit. Like, yeah.
Where like you kind of you get to the point where you know it's a dream, but you're like too worn out to like wake up. Like, you know, like younger you might have been like, whoa, like startled awake, or like, you know, when the guy like points the gun at you in the dream, but like, yeah, now that you're an adult, you're just like, oh man, fuck. You just fucking, you know, get after it. But like, so there's some points where it's like it's, you know that it's a dream, but you're like, I'm gonna just let it play out though for a little bit. I keep having like fucking weird driving dreams like that, dude. Because I started driving the bus like on this last tour I went on with my band. Like, you know, we're taking shifts on driving the bus, and then I get all these fucking just like wild dreams where I'm just like going down a 100% grade hill. I'm just like, wow, I'm just like spinning a million times in the rain. It looks like fucking like Twisted Metal or some shit, like some like 90s video game shit, dude. And I'm like I just have like I have so many fucking like driving dreams now because I do DoorDash a lot too. So I'm just like always on the fucking road, dude. Like the like buttons for the Google Maps, like the in the app are like burned into my phone just because I'm on my fucking GPS shit so much, bro. But like I feel like all my dreams have been driving dreams lately, and I'm like, this sucks, dude. I'm like never driving a cool car or anything to it, so I'm not driving a Cybertruck or whatever because I don't even know what the inside looks like.
Oh,
dude.
true.
But and I never will.
No, you would.
No,
let's rent one.
I know.
There we
Let's all
go.
piece up one day and rent one.
They're gonna have to push them out the lots eventually. Like a lot of the car prices are crashing right now.
We're gonna shoot so much content when we rent a Cybertruck because like we're like, all right, we only got this bitch for 2 days. We're gonna shoot fucking 5. We're gonna like 5 different people are gonna have a fucking Cybertruck themed music video.
Dude.
Honestly, too, that's a good idea because then it's like we could charge people and then we'll make the cost of the rental back immediately.
No, you could for sure. For sure. Yeah, I just look at Jordan. He's like plotting. He said, hold up, y'all cooking boys. Y'all cooking boys. You gonna make that work.
I think there's apps like that, like where you like if you have a fancy car, like a luxury car, you can rent it out. It's like an Airbnb but for cars.
Nice.
But I wouldn't know about it. It's like if you have a Lamborghini but you need to like whore it out a little bit.
Yeah, just to recoup
crazy.
it. Yeah.
That's tough. That's what they don't tell you about that life. Where you're like, yeah, I got a Lambo, but it's
Yeah.
like 12 other fools also use that Lambo.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hell yeah. Well, shit. You got any questions for us? Shoot.
When's the next performances? Y'all got any gigs or anything coming up?
Oh, for us?
Yeah.
Or for me, I got I'm playing at that. Dude, I'm playing at that Jacqueline Club. It's like the super fancy new spot in Sac. That's like I don't even know.
I heard of it.
Yeah. I was like, it's this place that I wouldn't be allowed in otherwise unless I was performing there.
I'm definitely going to have to follow up with you about that. I've always wanted to go by there.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. Apparently, it's a fun gig, so
Yeah.
I'll find out about. That's just with like some fools. That's with.
When is it?
It's on Friday on the 24th. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's with
That.
Yeah, that's with.
Pin it.
That's with my buddy Isaac. That's
Oh, yeah?
That's with Isaac and Jacob Swedlow.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah. Brats.
And the homie Benoit. He's gonna be playing some tuba with us. Yeah.
Dang, alumni.
Or not tuba, sousaphone. Excuse me. It's not tuba.
Some ZUDECAST.
I got corrected
alumni.
on that.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be fun. I'm playing at Barry Acid Brewing with the Gold Souls on Saturday.
Nice.
That's gonna be dope,
Very
dude.
nice.
And then my girlfriend Sarah's she's gonna be she's gonna be doing a spot at the Punchline
On Wednesday.
on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shouts out to her.
Yeah, she got added to a show. She's doing like a little 5 minutes off the top at the Punchline. Yeah, type 5.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't have any shows coming up, but I'll be at, because I don't really perform like that, but I'm going to be at Freestyle Fridays. You can catch me here. That's where I do most of my music stuff. June 27th, I'm actually helping promote a show. I'm going to be doing my some art vending there with all my art. I'm going to have my art board there selling prints and stuff. But that's going to be a show at Golden Bear with Sully Bull and Moon Magic and E.G. the Beast and Bruley, a whole bunch of cats, all the homies there. So that's going to be tight.
Shout out the city.
Yeah. I'm going to be hanging out at
A whole lot of excellence. I love it.
Dude, they're all the shit, dude. A bunch of good people there. So shouts out them. I'm about to finish up some promos for them too. So you're going to see those coming down the line.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I got some art coming down too for some people for some projects that are coming out. So it'd be cool. Josh let me do his art for Big Boss Sloth recently. So that's me getting back into that. So that's exciting stuff, doing my art for people. So yeah. Hoo-wah. And then we got ZUDECAST every Monday. We got the open mic this Saturday. We're going to be doing open mics, comedy open mics every other Saturday. So, I know that gets a little confusing. We'll keep you guys posted. But yeah, so this Saturday, not next Saturday, but then the Saturday after that. So we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's...
But this Saturday is the
this
open
Saturday,
mic.
it's going down. Come talk some shit. Come have a laugh. Smoke some pot. It's going to be rad. All that good stuff. But yeah, that's what's the we got going on.
I'll say we are looking for some video people too. Honestly, like we want to get like a good little crowd of people that are down with the Zudes and want to help us make content on content. And we're making a lot of content. We're making a lot of content, but we need to be making the content's content. So we need people to take our content and turn it into smaller content that gets substantially more views.
Yeah.
Dude, because our buddy Gino posted little, like just a little screen grab from the last episode that we did, and then he just posted this little clip, and that shit got like 50,000 likes on TikTok, and it was just like a little like I was like, oh shit, like people like were texting me being like, oh I saw the ZUDECAST on TikTok. I didn't know you guys. I was like, why am I seeing ZUDECAST?
And I'm just October, since the last time I seen y'all.
Dude,
like, on like episode 116.
Yeah, we're on.
Sheesh.
Yeah, 118.
118 is this right?
Yeah, we're
thank you so
that
much.
thing. Keeping the train rolling. But
y'all working, y'all getting it in. I love it.
Yeah, but that being said, we need some.
Shout out ZUDECAST.
We need some people to we need some people to help us with like thumbnails and fucking clips and reels and all that shit. I know we got a lot of people here at CSSB that are already doing shit like that and expanding on that front. But
I got some folk for y'all for sure.
Oh, for real? Yeah, dude. Like, video editors, man, so important. Like,
yeah,
we've been trying to fucking do that shit ourselves, but man, I would so much rather just pay someone to fucking do it at this point. Like,
that's how that's the circulating economics of it, the creative spaces.
Yeah.
Being able to work with each other in that way.
Yeah, especially you can't I don't know. Yeah. Nobody can do it all. Mm-hmm. It's tough, man.
Yeah, I definitely know some folk for y'all for sure.
For sure.
Dope.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What time are we at?
We still got a little bit of time.
That was 13 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
time for you to buy a watch, motherfucker.
I know. I threw my phone all the way over there. I know.
But shout out to the Sanctuary, dude. They got the little, you know what I mean? They got us feeling very,
shameless ad
very
plug.
safe. Yeah.
That's sick though, man. So you said you said brand ambassador stuff, right?
Yeah, brand ambassador stuff with them.
Hell yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Cool.
Well,
shoot.
Sweet. Is there anything else you want to hit on?
They get me high. They help me. They help me with like shows, like if I'm doing a show or something. One of the reasons why I'm so big about it is not even just to push them, but to also like let artists know, like, hey, go out there, connect with brands. You have value as an artist. You're creating content. That content has value to people. You leverage that value so that you have something that can like help you out. Because like I said, they help me out with shows, which is dope. Like they give me goodie bags to give people, which
nice.
Helps. Because then people are more, like, oh yeah, like let's pay this person because not only are they bringing bodies, but they're bringing a product that can increase the production value, and bring up and bring some more just good stuff for the audience, that's my big thing too as a performer. Like I always want to bring something to the homies, so it's like cool.
That's true.
I got fucking 10 bags. Who wants to see what's in them?
Yeah.
You got to skirt around it a little bit.
Yeah, dude, that's such an important thing to invest in is the little treats. When you go to anytime, if I ever go to a show and I get a little treat or there's a little something, I remember that way more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm coming to audience.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
dude, that's what I love about festivals too. You just go and people are just like, here's a bunch of little mushroom capsules. You're like, wow. And it's like, he's like, I'm not even sponsored. I just want you to also I just want you to be where I am right now. So I need you to take about 7 of those Mibblers right now. Yeah. You guys ever try those, dude? It's like crazy that they have that shit at the gas station, like at the fucking, you just buy.
Yeah, they have
little mushy chops, dude. Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know exactly the legality of that, but like, those are great, dude. I think cool. It's crazy. Like now that's like, we're in a fucking different time, dude, of legalization. Yeah. Like who could have fucking thought that you could just buy fucking mushroom shit? Like that seems like the most obvious one to legalize after weed. Right. But it's like, dude, it's such a higher vibrational drug than like coke. Or
yeah.
Like whatever,
that's a trip to me too, cuz I was always like that one's probably going to get like, because I worked at a dispensary for a long time too, and it's like sometimes you do see like weed get very like kind of capitalized on, it's very branded and very businessy, and like it's just interesting to see like how that will play out with mushrooms as it becomes more legal and stuff, because like how are they gonna like kind of is it gonna get like corporatized or get kind of like branded in like a bunch of like how's that gonna go? You know, like what's the actual
kind of already is.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Like I don't know. It's very weird but I'm like, it's kind of nice though when it's just like a little chocolate bar or like a little it's like a little tastes like a little sweet tart or something. I'm like, this is way better than eating just raw fucking mushrooms, dude.
Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
You ever had any wild mushy experiences? You be getting down with the psychedelics?
A little bit.
A little bit here and there.
Dabble, yeah. No, I don't. I've never done much. I've only ever microdosed it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the smarter way.
It's kind of the way to go, unless you really have a whole day to just fuck off.
Yeah. No, I did do a full trip. I've done a couple full trips, but like, it definitely like you gotta take the day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I microdosed for a good while, and it was a dope experience. I love it. It's definitely one of those things where it's like it allows you to go to a place mentally and process things. I don't know how to explain it. But it's wild. I love it.
It's kind of like
for me. That's how I got through all that bullshit.
Right?
Because it helped me process it in a completely different way.
Dude,
it's kind of like when you're cleaning your room and you have to like pull everything out of all the corners and from under your bed and like pull everything out and then you can let it clean again like normally. That's how I feel sometimes.
It kind of makes a bunch of neurons that don't usually start connecting. So you start making connections in your head that like don't even make sense like to someone else. You start having like epiphanies about everything, and like maybe like 9 out of 10 of them are just like, wait, what the fuck am I talking about? It doesn't actually make any sense. But then sometimes you find some real shit, but it just makes your brain like, I don't even know. It's like you just start thinking of like scenarios and different I don't even know. Just kind of opens you up in a weird way. People are using it in like therapeutic ways now too. Same thing with like MDMA and like ketamine and stuff.
I was gonna say I was talking to somebody at my job a while back and they did like guided ketamine therapy and I was like, that's interesting.
It's becoming pretty popular now.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard that being popular.
Yeah. Never tried the special K.
I'm not a fan of it.
No.
Conceptually. But
right.
I don't know. I guess it's probably just the stigma.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stigma against it.
It's like,
but there's a lot of stigma against shrooms. So I don't know.
No, for sure.
Yeah. It just gets so it's wild.
Powerful tools.
Definitely. Shoot. Well, what's poppin', boys? Are we
poppin'?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Oh, we had Denise Gore in the chat a little while ago.
Hi, mama.
Thanks
Watch the whole episode.
Thanks for hanging in there with us, too.
Wow.
It's a little bit of a wild podcast, but when's the next time you're going to be performing? That's what she asked in the chat.
The next time I'm going to be performing, I will be at Cal Expo July 23rd.
Woo. Nice.
Yeah.
What you doing out there?
I'm going to be doing a 30-minute set. Just gonna be performing in front of the crowd, just giving some vibes while people play and have they fair activities.
Nice.
Yeah,
what's your like stage setup looking like? Or is it like?
Yeah, I'm gonna be with a full band.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be with the Soul Trio.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dope, dude. Are you playing guitar?
No, I'm just gonna be singing and rapping and.
Oh, nice, sweet.
And letting them do their thing.
Sweet, dude.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you're doing it all, man. Got the production angle and singing and like that's awesome, man. You gotta really like what's the fucking word? You're a renaissance man.
And I was just telling a friend of mine earlier today. I was like, my goal is, I always say rockstar lifestyle. You feel me? But it's like that's really like a philosophy of like independence to me. Like like I'm on my rockstar shit in the sense that like. I don't want nobody telling me how to do or what to do or when to do something. I'm finna do it how I want it to be done, and I'm gonna get it. And throw the TVs out, right?
Yeah,
right. Throw the TVs out. So it's that's kind of a part of that. It's like I'm gonna do this to the best of my abilities and this to the best of my abilities. I'm really just trying to. Just see how far I could push it out. I want to be able to say at the end of the day, no stone left unturned, and I did everything I wanted to do high level.
Hell yeah, man. That's how I'm feeling.
Shit,
That's how I'm feeling this year too, man. Like doing just.
I feel that though. I feel that from our city though. Like that's the thing about Sacramento.
Yeah.
We're a place of ingenuity. That's what we do.
Yeah.
You give us an inch, we gonna take a whole a whole kilometer.
Yeah.
Especially as a music city right now, I feel like there's just so much cooking right now. Like there's just, I don't know, it's like there's so many killer players and artists, and like shout out to Philharmonic for doing his thing. He's on the fucking NPR,
legendary
on Tiny Desk. I mean, like shout out to everyone in that band. Like I've worked with like a bunch of those people in like various gigs throughout the years, and it's like that's fucking crazy, man. Like those are the cats, dude.
Yeah, man. It's really wild to see everything that's taken off.
And that's what's dope about the sax scene too, is like people aren't fucking salty about shit or like I should have, me should have, been like it's all just like, yo, like you're putting on the city.
Shout out
like,
Yums, motion all the time.
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know. It's like
Everybody-
such a
you got a lot of people doing big things. Everybody that got on concert in the park,
yeah.
Yeah, they did a really good job of getting everybody like from the city and stuff too this year, like too. So that was fucking sick.
I was real happy to see that. That was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just a fucking dope scene. Like, just being able to hang out with comics here. We got, we got the open mic on Saturdays. We got Freestyle Fridays on Fridays. And we got poetry night on some Tuesdays, right? Or
It's most Tuesdays.
Tuesdays? It's right. Yeah. Is it every Tuesday?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's all happening right here at the spot, dude. The new floors. Come check it out. The epoxy.
Slide to the spot.
Oh yeah, man.
Come slide, do your dance on the epoxy this weekend, y'all.
Hell yeah. Well, you got any last words for the people, Isaiah?
Shoot.
We're about that time.
I don't know.
I
Keep
feel
pushing. Keep doing what y'all supposed to do, man. Everybody, man. Shout out to the city. Shout out to all the artists. Shout out to the culture, and the things that we're building. It's beautiful. So thank y'all for having me.
Of
Yeah,
course, man.
shout out to
Thank
you,
y'all
man.
for
Shout out
watching.
to you.
Thank y'all for listening.
it.
Thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, man.
Stay tuned for new music. Stay tuned for, like I said, I got 3 albums in the vault. Y'all catch me at Cal Expo. I do, I'm gonna be running through some old material. I'm gonna be doing completely new material that I have not performed yet. I'm gonna be doing material I have performed, but it's not out yet. So, you already know
Nice.
you want to hear those. You gotta come see me.
Exclusive tracks,
Gotta come see me.
unreleased tracks. Hell yeah.
Because if I'm gonna drop it right.
Yeah.
So y'all
That's the best part of live music too. When you can
Gotta
see
come
bands,
see it.
when you can see bands, it's like this is the second time we've played this song live, and it's like you can hear how it evolves too over
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
That is one of the other great things about live music that you don't get with just sitting at home listening to fucking AI fucking BBL Drizzy remix, dude. That shit does rule though. That's been stuck in my fucking head all week though.
It does roll. And all the Motown remixes, you heard them?
Dude, it's nonstop, dude. Shout out to AI, dude. They're gonna take all our jobs. Cool. All right,
y'all.
Well, we'll catch y'all next Monday.
Doses, Rockstar Lifestyle.